Hello everyone. Today's poem is 被风示威 by 佚名 or by anonymous. A very famous poem in the Book of Songs in the Bei State Wind. This poem created or founded the vocabulary 归. So the original meaning of 归 means to come back home or come back to the destination. 之子于归. So for a woman, the destination for a woman in the Zhou dynasty is a marriage. No matter in this song, this poem, 胡不归, why not go back home? So the 归 means go back home. Or in other poem songs in the Book of Songs, 之子于归, the girl got a marriage. Anyhow, the meaning of 归, 之子于归 still means go back home. And anyhow, the girl got a new home actually. She should treat her new home as her destination, as her real final home. So no matter how it was derived or written in the Book of Songs time, it always means go back home. Anyhow, through the histories, through the Chinese literatures, finally, the 归 was given a lot of meanings. Basically, it means the final destination of a person, the life goal. So that's a big, very heavy word for the ancient Chinese. So whenever you saw the term 归 in the classic Chinese poem, that's a big word. That's something he's talking about his life goal, his final destinations. All those meanings, all those poems will be traced down to this poem. The most two famous poem or articles related to this poem, to the term of 归, one is 归去来辞, an article by 陶渊明. So the term was 归去来兮，田园将芜胡不归. So 胡不归 is from this term. So in this article, 陶渊明 expressed his own will that he will go back to his home. Actually, the real things, he would be a hermit since then. And 归 means hermit. So since 陶渊明, the 归, most of the time, 80% of the time, it's most likely to be interpreted as to go to the hermitage and stay away from the political life or normal life. The famous Tang poet Wang Wei quoted this song directly in the poem 渭川田家 like this. 即此羡贤意，怅然吟示威. So he feel a little bit sorrow, so he sang the song of 示威, this song. So by singing this song, the poet Wang Wei expressed his willingness that he want to be a hermit. He want to go to the farming field to be a recluse. Before we get into the poem, one more thing I would like to discuss. So what type of person wrote this poem? So one saying is it's a sort of the folk songs. The very original song is from the farming field, the lowest class, the farmers. And also there's another saying that this could be sort of the officers who still has a lot of the duty for the lord of the Bei state. They are quite busy people as well. We can see that from many other songs in the Book of Songs. And so in my opinion, both could be the possibilities, but who finally write this poem is a well-educated person. In other words, a noble person or a high-ranking officer. We will see this when we're reading into this poem of their advanced writing techniques employed in this poem. Now let's look at this poem. 示威示威胡不归. 示威 is the dusk time. It's getting darker. It's almost night time. 胡不归, who, why? 不归, not going home. So the first sentence means, oh, it's getting darker and darker. It's almost night time. Why not going back home? So it's express the feeling straightforward with a lot of complaining. It's not like other songs in the Book of Songs. Mostly are plain with a lot of the self-satisfactories. The second sentence, 威君之故，胡为乎中路? 威 is a borrowed word. It means no. So 威君之故 means if it was not for the law's sake, for the reason of the Lord, 胡为乎中路? Why should I stay in the place of duel? 路 is duel. With the consecutive two negative sentence, it expresses a much stronger feeling of complaining. Why not? Why not? Be careful, the term 君 in English, the Lord, it refers to the Lord of the Wei state. So that's a big complaining. Though the 君 always means Lord, we should be careful what kind of Lord it refers to. If it's in the state wind, it always refers to the Lord of that state. The second paragraph is almost identical to the first paragraph, but only few words. Let's see it one sentence by one sentence. 示威示威胡不归? Oh, it's getting dark. It's almost nighttime. Why not going back home? 100% equivalent to the first paragraph. The second sentence, 威君之功，胡为乎泥中? 威君, okay, if not for the law's sake, 之功, the body, the life of the Lord. So it have a little bit changed. So in the first paragraph is for the sake of the Lord. In the second paragraph is for the body, for the life of the Lord. So basically, it means the same thing in the first paragraph and the second paragraph. 胡为乎泥中? Why not I stays in this mud? 泥中 in the mud. So it's a little bit difference. The first paragraph, I stayed in the place of duel. So the duo actually is wet with the soil. It could be mud, so it's a quite similar situation, or it refers to the same place, same situation, but refers to the different aspects, the duo or the mud. Anyhow, it's a miserable and very tiresome place for this person, for who write this poem. The term 维乎 in the first paragraph, 胡为乎中路, in the second paragraph, 胡为乎泥中, could be interpreted as stay in the dew, or stay in the mud, or could be interpreted as walking, hard walking. So what in the second interpretation is, why should I walking in the place of dew? Why should I work so hard in the mud? So both works are fine and with express the same feeling, not much big difference. It expresses the poet who write this poem. He was in a miserable place and he works diligently, hardly. So this poem is full of fury, very, very strong complaining to the Lord. It's quite different from the most of the songs in the book of Songs, which appears to be very pleasant in a harmony. So anything happens in the book of Songs because in the very ancient time when people write something, they write the real feelings straightforward, with no cover-up, with no hiding of their feelings. So the repeating words 示威示威 make the sounding very tightened and very heavy, so which intense the fury, intense the complaining, and with the negative questioning, with the negative conditions, 为君之故，胡为乎中路. So it's all negative feelings and which all enhance the fury and the complaining of that. The rhyme in this poem was intellectually engineered and selected, and it changed frequently to make the sense give you a very hurry and a stronger sense just by the sounding when you're reading it. In the first paragraph, in the first sentence, they have the same rhyme, 微微归, so that they have the same rhyme. In the first paragraph, in the second sentence, 为君之故，故路, they have the same rhyme, and the poet reversed the word sequence 路中, like in the last sentence 泥中. So the real sequence should be 路中, but for the rhyme's sake, he reversed the sequence of the term and changed it to 中路 to have the same rhyme with 故. Just feel it. 为君之故，胡为乎中路. They have the same rhyme. In the second paragraph, 微微归, the first sentence, they have the same rhyme. And in the second sentence, 为君之公公，胡为乎泥中公 and 中, they have the same rhyme. So everything, every details was carefully engineered and selected to make this poem a very, very famous poem, especially in the later generations. The term 归 was derived to the meaning of hermit, a hermitage. So this gave this poem more meanings by the later generations people, by the later generations poetry. And also this was treated as the foundation of the spirit of Gui or hermit. Okay, that's for today, and I wish you have enjoyed it.